if you have one risk factor, probably no problem in life. No problem going forward and reaching adulthood happy and healthy and able to have lots of options. Once you hit 2 risk factors, you're 6 times more likely to develop problems. All right, you go from no problem to 6 times. And it doesn't stop there. 3 to 4 risk factors is one more than 2, right? Makes you 10 times more likely to develop problems in life. 10 times more likely to develop problems. Now, reducing risk factors is good, but what the research adding protective factors is good, but what the research found was that removing risk factors had a greater impact on the lives of these young people, but it's a lot harder to do. Right? That's not something that any one person or organization can do. It has to be sort of a concerted effort around a young person. Right? Limiting violence from a family, that takes a lot. Mm-hmm. It takes a lot, right? And the last piece, something that we know, the most transformative factor in any person's life is a relationship with a caring adult. The most transformative factor is a relationship with a caring adult. Dozens of studies have confirmed it over and over again. And a lot of times if we think about our own lives, if someone asks you, how'd you get to this place, right? Very few people, there's some people that are very arrogant, but very few people will say, well, I just got to like that. I'm just fantastic. A lot of people will say, well, you know what, I had a great family. My mom was awesome. My dad, there's this teacher, there was this coach, there was somebody who took you under their wing, cared about you enough to invest in you and help you get where you are. Right? I know that's true for me. Is that true for you too?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, what is your reaction to seeing some of this research about resiliency?
I think when you don't really think about it until you actually see it, after seeing everything, it's true. So I'm still very young, but my life has been going very much better with my parents and my brothers and sisters and art, science, everybody around. So it's it's true once you really take time to really think about it.
Right. Other reactions to this research?
It makes me wish we could do more in the risk factor column.
Yeah.
Where we can have an immediate impact is with the relationships.
Right. At my last job, part of our work was to do this. And what it takes and why it's so hard, it takes a bunch of adults willing to put aside egos and sit in a room to figure some things out across lines. You gotta sit down with the police, and you gotta have some hard conversations with them about what's happening in the neighborhood, and see if you can do something different, have a different approach.